What's up guys, I am super excited to share the tour of this vessel to you. This one is really special. This is the tour of a 45-foot Roger Simpson designed home-built trimaran. So let me give you a little backstory on this boat. Now the builder's name is Wilson, and he started building this boat on his property back in the 80s. He ended up working on it for 32 years. Wilson was an excellent craftsman. You can definitely make the argument that he took his time on the boat. Now, unfortunately, after 32 years, Wilson passed away in an unexpected accident, leaving the boat to sit. So the current owners got into the water and motored her down the East Coast from Massachusetts to Marathon, Florida, where she sits today. So because of some health issues, the current owners have put Wilson's legacy up for sale. So the boat is definitely not complete, but this could be a unique opportunity for someone. But I'll talk more about the specifics of this boat at the end of the video. Don't forget to hit that like button on this video and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying these videos and you haven't already. It really helps us a lot. It helps us to keep making these videos. So thank you in advance, and without further ado, let's get to the tour. So I just stepped aboard. I'm standing on the starboard ama right here. But yeah, it's a really cool looking boat from the outside. I'm gonna walk forward right here on the starboard ama. So you can get into the amas from right here in this hatch. That'll need to get secured better if you're gonna take on this project. So right now there's no trampolines, no netting, but it would normally go right here, right here. I'm gonna walk forward to the starboard bow. Tempting fate, this is really narrow up here. Just a really cool looking boat. Go ahead and walk over here. Got some flush hatches. Sail locker. Got a big foredeck hatch up here that goes down into the cabin. Samson post for anchoring. Nice little rock knot on the front there. And this is going to be the anchor locker. That's cool. That's a really nice shot right there. Going aft. There's another locker right here. Going over to the port ama. It's going to open up as well from that hatch there. Looking aft. Those are very large navigation lights. Looks like there's a bimini frame right there. I'm gonna walk back on the port ama here. So this is down in the port ama. This is a work in progress. It is a very cool looking boat.
This is a very, I would call it a bulbous aft deck. Got a hatch that goes down into a cabin there, and then the transom. There is the throttle for the diesel engine. There's a 75 horsepower diesel. Engine controls, very large wheel, so you can steer from that side or this side. The engine is going to be directly below me, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at that. So I just went ahead and pulled that hatch up, and we got a 75 horsepower Yanmar diesel down there. So this did look just like that over there, but this one actually opens all the way up so that you can get access to more storage down here. Would not have expected that much storage to be in there. The one on the starboard side here is just this little area, because there is a way through to the aft section of the boat there, down below there. So I think that's it, guys. We're gonna go down into the companionway now. Coming down the companionway stairs, you immediately see that for a trimaran of this size, this is a lot of beam down in the main hall. Got berths on each side, one there, one here, the main settee. Let's look to port. That is where the galley is going to be. So you got a little nook-shaped galley right here. Gimbal stove, sink. Get access to the bilge. Cold storage down there. So this entire boat was built by hand by Wilson over the course of 32 years. So it's still a work in progress, but he was a very good craftsman. If you look at the work, it looks really good. It's just not finished. We're gonna look aft, and I came in that companionway there, and there is a pass through to, I believe, an aft cabin back here. It's like a little hobbit hole. Yeah. So there's an aft cabin back here with a berth. I'm gonna go ahead and climb all the way in. So this is a pretty roomy aft cabin. You've got a double berth right there. Helps to have that bulbous aft end, but it narrows out at the waterline a lot, as any trimaran should. And then you can see the construction of the hull. You can see that it's cold molded, so this is plywood and epoxy, and then below the waterline it's strip planked. This is a wood boat though, but there is fiberglass and epoxy used where necessary. You got a little hanging locker right there, steering cable, and going forward, back through the little hobbit hole, back to the galley, companionway, cabin top. As you can see, pretty much everything except below the waterline is plywood, marine grade plywood. It's all been waterproof with epoxy, and it's apparent. Going forward. There's the man himself. It's the builder, Wilson. This Trimaran is named Wilson's Legacy. So that's what it is. Got a main settee right here. Storage all under that main settee. 2 big double berths, 1 on each side. These are bridge deck berths. Turning back to starboard, another berth on this side. Really cool. Going forward, the head is going to be up here to my port side. Starboard, we've got what looks like open cabinets here. Could be closed in. Right now it's just shelving. Forward of the head, this head's kind of in 2 sections. There is a sink right here. This way you can use the sink if someone is on the toilet. And then this is really pretty. We've got veneer that's been bent around the plywood there. So I believe a lot of this wood was going to be finished with veneer like this section is right here, and that would have looked really, really cool. Turning forward. You guys can see there's a structural bulkhead right here. Big and thick. And this is your forward berth, really. There's a chain locker up there, but this up here has a good potential for being either a V berth, double berth, bunk beds, you name it. Alright guys, I'm starting in the forward berth here. Now we're going to do the continuous below decks walkthrough from bow to stern. Alright, looking forward guys, chain locker through that hole, turning aft. This is the forward cabin. Going aft. We've got some opportunity for storage up there, some shelving. And this is kind of the head compartment, I would say. Sink. Head to my port right here. Going aft again. We are now in the main saloon. And again, just for this size Trimaran, this is a very, very large main salon. And can you imagine if all of this marine ply was covered in beautiful, beautiful mahogany veneer, or really any veneer you'd want to put on it, or even paint? It would look really, really good. It's definitely a worthwhile project to finish. And it's fully livable now, obviously. The current owners live aboard. They saved it from the junkyard. There's the companionway. We're gonna go through that hobbit hole, past the nav station there. And then you've got the aft cabin. You could obviously put a little ladder through that hatch as well, make it a little easier to get down in here. But yeah, that's it guys.
All Alright guys, so obviously the boat is not done, but I do think this is a unique opportunity for someone that really wants a trimaran like this. She is for sale, and I do think the price is reasonable for what she is and for what comes with her, because she does come with a ton of stuff to finish her. I'm going to put more information on what she comes with in the description below, as well as, you know, the current asking price like I do with all of our videos. Also, I'm going to put the contact information for the current owners in the description below as well, if you might be interested in potentially purchasing her. That being said, I do know the owners are somewhat willing to negotiate on the price. They really just want this boat going to the right person that has the skills to finish her or the money to pay someone else to finish her. It would definitely be a shame to see this boat go to the wrong people. She definitely deserves to get out there and get cruising and get finished. So on to more specifics about the boat. There is a long list of things that the boat comes with that may or may not be installed, but she does come with. That list is actually going to be on a Facebook page. There's an entire Facebook page about this boat with like 1,400 members, so it's a little bit of a famous boat now. But there's tons of information as well as pictures and different things on that Facebook page. So if you're interested in this boat, I would definitely check out that page. She even comes with a mast that's in storage, but it comes with the boat if you purchase the boat. Obviously, the interior needs to be finished, and you can choose to paint it, you can choose to veneer it. I think that's probably what Wilson wanted to do. But yeah, I mean, the interior, as you saw, it's basically marine plywood with epoxy covering it, so it's completely fine. It's watertight, but you could definitely make it look better. Finishing the interior will be no joke. That's definitely going to take a long time. Obviously, she needs a rig. She does have the mast, but the rig needs to be installed. She needs rigging, running rigging, sails, and, you know, the sail handling equipment. She does have winches though. I really don't know how fast she'll sail. She's never sailed before, but from what I understand, from what the current owners have said, she does seem like she's a little bit heavy for her size. She's more of a cruising trimaran, but I also do think she will be somewhat fast. If I had to give it my best guess, and again, I'm only estimating here, I would probably think she's gonna cruise comfortably in the lower double digits. That's still no joke, but again, this boat has never sailed before, so it's hard to tell. I do think she was very roomy for a trimaran of this size. I've been aboard other trimarans, and most of the time, you know, performance trimarans, they're very, very narrow on the inside. They don't have a lot of interior space. This boat was not that way. It had a lot of interior space because, you know, that interior it still was narrow down below the waterline, but it flared out so much. You had those bridge deck berths as well, which really opened up the space. So I thought this boat, at least the interior, was designed very well. My only concern is the way to get into that aft cabin. That was a little bit tough. That could be tough for some people. That probably could have been done a little bit better. And the nav station was it kind of seemed like an afterthought. So those two things, probably my only criticism on the actual interior design. But I think what the interior had going for it was the interior volume. It's hard to find a trimaran of this size with that much interior space. The only ones I can think of that would have more are going to be the Neil trimarans, the new ones, but those are a little bit controversial on the build quality. Anyway, I really liked this boat, and I would certainly love to see her go to an awesome home. I think that about sums it up for this vessel. There's gonna be tons of information and links in the description below about this boat, so if you're interested in learning some more, there's gonna be a lot more information than I could have put in this video down there. And I think with that, that's going to be it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell if you want to know each and every time we drop a video. See you guys.
I've got it right and I got it wrong, but I learned my lesson hanging on. Come sit here with me by the fire and